Hey guys, Crusty Old Crow here. Just enjoying the last parts of this afternoon on this otherwise nice Monday here in Ottawa, and you know, taking a break from moving boxes into houses and playing a real life game of Tetris, of which I will say I'm not racking up a high score right now. It's been a bit of a struggle, which has slowed my channel content down. But you know what helped it today? We're gonna do an unboxing today. I got reached out to a while ago from one of our subscribers, one of the guys out there right now, and we've seen him before in the chats, I think. His name did seem familiar when he popped it up as KSkillz 36. Gosh, I hope I got the number right. I know I got the name right, but the numbers always get me. But KSkillz, who I know is his proper name, which I don't tend to share very often and won't, without that person's express permission, reached out to me because he sensed I was a like-minded individual and he liked the content, what content I did put out. He was liking where I was going with it. And so whatever life you have going for you, KSkillz, where such generosity is available to you, and you can pursue that, man. I thank the powers that gave you that life, man, because you're a very kind person, and the things I read about you, I agree, we do seem to be very like-minded, and I am glad that this channel appeals to you. I don't care if it appeals to everybody, as long as it appeals to somebody, and the like-minded are the people I've always said I've been trying to reach. So much appreciated. I always get very awkward when people give me things, because half the time it's that Catholic upbringing from the 70s when you were raised by your grandparents. So really, you're living in a 50s kind of upbringing and breaking free of it. You know, appreciation is just, it's part of that Christian thing where you're like, you have to you need to be appreciative. You have to make sure they understand how much that is, and measure for measure. And if my grandparents ever understood that complete strangers would give other complete strangers things on YouTube to see content and to see smiles on faces and do all that, my grandmother would say, you drive out to New Jersey right now and you thank that man and you take him out for supper and all these things, because that was the way our family did. And that's where the awkwardness comes from with me on YouTube. When somebody sends me a beautiful package with their huge generosity, it never feels like enough to just say thank you. You know, and that's part of the awkwardness that I feel. But all that aside, I need to show you the box, don't I? So this was on my doorstep today from KSkillz. Yeah, I won't show you. You guys don't need to know my address. If you want, you ask. Like he did. And it was a much larger box than anything I was expecting. Like, I had no expectations, but usually I thought, okay, he's gonna send me like stickers, like Mython the Python sent me cards. I was like, thank you, man, I appreciated that. Little things. And as I read the email, he mentioned a custom, so I thought maybe this is a fig, but I don't know what this is, but it's in a big box. So in order for any good unboxing video to be an unboxing video, you have to open it. So he's done an amazing job in this Burlington Coat Factory paper wrap. I'm not showing the label. I don't want to do that. And oh my gosh, man. And you know, especially you American subscribers and people popping by and friends of the channel and friends of mine, some of the closest friends I have these days, all Americans. Man, that's why I also just say, you know, your generosity of spirit is always appreciated. It doesn't have to manifest actual generosity, guys, because the post office is always against us. The border is always against us. I do live in Canada and it makes it hard. So I have torn a corner open on this. I have no idea what's in this box. I'll show you. This is what I've done while I blathered on. Let's find out what our friend KSkillz has sent us for the show. Thank you again, KSkillz. So appreciated. And it is in a large box. This will be interesting. Now, no idea what it is, but he did mention converting, and I think, cool. I always like to see what other people think would make neat conversions, so I am excited about this. Especially when I know, having read his emails, that he is a like-minded individual. I'm sure I'll see what he sees. I'm sure of it. Right now, what I see is a lot of tape. All right, so I'll look at you guys, and I'll push it off to the side to hang on to that dopamine release of opening something and I'm still not seeing it. Like I'm wearing a blindfold, like a piñata. It's probably driving me nuts more than it's driving you nuts. You guys have fast forward, I don't. But I just got all the paper off of this bad boy. Maybe I put some sort of GIF in the corners over here to keep me entertained. All right, here we go. What do we got? Oh, jeez. It's one complete box. It's bubble wrapped. It's interesting to say the least. I have no idea what brand it even is at this point. So I'll hold up the bubble wrap. Let's see if you guys can see it or if I can tell from the camera. No, no idea, eh? Let's have a look. Oh, that probably, what's that? It's a label. It's the legal gobbledygook. Oh, this is gonna get interesting. KSkillz, I see you. You see me. I see you. Yes, I do know what this is, guys. This is a line I have explored, believe it or not, and I've actually picked up a couple things from it. But let's show you guys what I see. This is gonna be, I got a couple ideas already, KSkillz. Oh, and we've got some personal notes. Hang on, pause for a moment. I'll show you what this is, but I gotta get this down out of the way first, because I think his kids and him got together and threw something on the front of that, and I gotta see that. Gotta see that. Okay, so guys, what we're looking at here, just to get your part of it out of the way, look guys, of course I have the most appreciation I could think of right now. Thank you so much, KSkillz. Of course I'm gonna do something with this. My God, what do we got here? We've got the jet, we've got the pilot. You guys know I just bought a Buzz Lightyear pilot to do an ace, so hang on, that's a different buck though. That's gonna be, oh my gosh. I see a conquest in this. I see a few things. I know Gun Bunny Customs, I think he did, this wasn't the one he did the shark out of, was it? Maybe it was. But, oh wow, very much excitement. I'm just gonna pause the video right now, as excited as I am to open that up and have a look and show it to you guys. I have to see the personal stuff that he sent me. So give me a second here. All right, so I have perused that which needed perusing. Okay, so again, Mr. KSkillz 36, you amazed me with this one, and having read the letter you attached and seeing the photos, I saw it all after I did the first part of this clip, and I validated my own thing here, man. I think I definitely have a similar vision for what you did with this, and if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, KSkillz did a conquest, a Python Patrol type conquest. These photos were encompassed in inside of it all, and I'll show the photos because he's got bad skills. KSkillz, skills. All right, so he's got some ferrets up there. He's got the conquest, and then he's got I can't remember what. I think that's to reflect, but it's the iRobot. He did a conversion, but I feel like it's reflective of another Cobra vehicle, like he did an homage to by using that. I just can't remember, because Python Patrol was right around the time I was getting out of the toy. But he also showed me pictures of like troop carriers he did for his Crimson Guard and his bats and things like that. There's the ferret. There's the vehicle I'm trying to think of. If you guys have any thoughts as to what that is, but amazing. Like, I love the matching paint jobs of the Pythonization process, the old purple and silver. Even though I'm not a big Python fan, he put it all on there, man. There's some more of that troop transport. I appreciate, you know what I appreciate the most? Photographs. tangible physical evidence that somebody took a photograph of him that don't exist in the ethernet and the internet somewhere. Nobody else has these images. No one else can get these images except me and KSkillz, and I think that's even more special, man. I appreciate the shit out of that. Look at that. There's that transport. It opens up. You got your driver baby out there. So he does customization. He clearly does a lot of customization, a lot more than what I've been doing lately, for sure. But I appreciated him showing this as testimony when he says that we think very similarly. We do, because there was that conquest. So I won't read the letter, but it validated or verified what I was saying. I have to show this though, man. This is the baddest ass piece of you know, like, KSkillz, you're one of a kind, man, because you're old school like me and some of the others I choose to associate with. But photographs, kiddies, photographs. All right, drawing. This is what fan mail used to be. This is what we'd always send to people, you know, drawings and pictures of your family, pictures of your toys and things like this. It doesn't always have to be gift. This is time. This is thought. This is consideration. And I appreciate this, man. This is, you got me right in the heart. Look how tough I look, man. I look like, way tougher than I ever really did. But man, yes, I love it. You know, you got the hat on there, my sweet old Canadian flag. I'm wearing all my uniform and G.I. Joe at the bottom. Man, I love this drawing so much. Thank you, KSkillz. Much appreciated. That's going on the wall. And yeah, so I'm gonna open up this Buzz Lightyear X, what is it called again? The X51? XL15. We're gonna have a little peek at it, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if I do a conquest, I might just do the Joe one, and it might be an end state variant. But let's have a look and see what's out there.
Seja forte, seja corajoso. Nessa jornada, Deus é o nosso refúgio e fortaleza. Com determinação, siga em nome do Senhor, a vitória é certa. Guerreiro lutador, seja grato todas as manhãs. Agradeça a Deus pelo dia que chegou. Levante a cabeça, segue com fé. Força do Senhor guia você, e seja grato todas as manhãs. Agradeça a Deus pelo dia que chegou. Levante a cabeça, segue com fé. Força do Senhor guia você, seja forte e corajoso, mais que vencedor. Na graça divina encontre o fervor. Com Deus na frente não há temor. Nessa jornada seja um conquistador. Seja grato todas as manhãs. Agradeça a Deus pelo dia que chegou. Levante a cabeça, segue com fé. Força do Senhor guia você, seja forte e corajoso, mais que vencedor. Na graça divina encontre o fervor. Com Deus na frente não há temor.
Okay, so this recording now. I just did a whole thing where I was finishing up this video and realized I was on photo and not video and not even recording. So as I said, KSkillz, you got me really good, man, with these photos. I love having tangible photos and tangible memories that you're sharing, and there it is. KSkillz, you did the Python version of the X30. Well, yeah, it's done, man. This thing needs to be the Joe version, and I think I'm going to do an end-stated one, which just means a weathered-down, beaten-up version of an X30. But I think because it's slightly different than the X30, it's going to be like an X75 or something like that. But just an amazing thing, just to show you the features, guys. These are your missile triggers right there, so I can fire missiles at y'all, right? And that's the ejection area for when Dukesy starts screaming, goes, fuck no. Pardon me. Darn no. I forget. There are kids watching. KSkillz didn't just think of me here. Him and his kids enjoy this hobby together, and I gotta bear that in mind. You know, I love kids. Kids are fantastic. They're just miniature versions of us. If you haven't come across one, they're just smaller versions of us, and some of them deserve the toys they have, and some don't. But I know KSkillz kids definitely deserve their toys, especially when Dad's so involved as he seems to be, and that's amazing. I'm glad you guys have this hobby you share together, and that you've shared it with the old crow up here in the north, because you're right, I have not seen this badass beast here. And I imagine, like you said, Walmart and Target is where people should start looking for them. Now, you will see this come up again very soon, because I know the Backyard Battlefield is going to have another meeting, and that's me, Aaron the Toy Enhancer, and 3-Star Draw. And we are going to be talking about some vehicles and stuff like that on the horizon, and where we want to talk about them. And I do think I have to mention this one to the boys by then, if they haven't already stumbled across this video. that KSkillz has provided us. But all in all, amazing little piece of jet. Not too big, not too small. It is the perfect conquest size. The figure is about a ½ inch shorter than a classified scale figure, 1 inch to ½ inch. I'm familiar with these ones, but the room inside of here is more than enough to compensate for that. And so if I wanted to just open it up that way, you can see that there is more than ample space for us to fiddle around with the cockpit interior. We don't need a spring-loaded seat. It's nice that the toy included that. But I like the rearward ammo storage for the next rounds of missiles your kid can fire if they were playing with this thing. And I like that the wheels are on the landing gear, and just a simple cap piece is all that's required to detail them up and have them look shelf adequate. There really is not a lot to be done to this for just a quick paint and a couple of ads, and you've got yourself basically a Joe Conquest or a Python Patrol Conquest, or who else had one? Hit me in the comments if anyone else had one. Maybe I'm not looking at all the angles right now. Was there a Night Force? Was there a Tiger Force? Was there a Crimson Guard? I don't know, right? But what a great idea. Thank you so much, KSkillz, for thinking of me with that one. I'm gonna have a blast getting that airbrush going, and once the other projects are tied up, that one's getting done. Very prioritized, just because you're right. In the letter he mentioned I don't seem to do a lot of aircraft, and I don't, because aircraft technically need a lot of space, and all the aircraft I like are A-10s and bigger, right? I like Spectre gunships. That's why I went down to 3 3/4 figures to collect a little bit, because I wanted a Spectre gunship that wasn't going to take up an entire room. So once the house is fully mine and I'm not limited to one studio, I will have a few rooms, and you will see me visiting aircraft more. But this is very shelf friendly for my Joe collection, and as you're going to see in my upcoming video on shelf space, I'm sure I can work something in, especially if I can figure out a flight stand for this, or just leave it on the runway, or crash. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we will see you soon. KSkillz, thank you, brother. Thank you again. Bye.